What's up, everyone? I'm the helper, and you are tuned into Miracle Drip Tarot. I am doing what in the actual fuck spread, okay? What's really going on? That's what we're trying to find out right here today. So, I already pulled some cards. Um, this is a new spread for me, and I'm really excited. So let's just jump right into it. In this position here, this is we got the disappointment card. This is what's actually happening, okay? What is it? I mean, what is real about this situation is that it's fucking disappointing. That's what's real. This situation may have been something that has been a long time coming. You've worked a lot to get here. Hey, Jakari. You worked a long way. You like imagine someone coming from far away and they're looking for water, and they come and they find this. This is supposed to be a lake. They thought they were going to be able to take a bath in the lake, wash their clothes, find some food, drink some water. They thought they were about to be able to do all of this, and in reality, when they get there, everything is dried up. This is truly being disappointed and let down. Something you needed. Okay. And what is wrong about this? This is the strength card in reverse. This is about having rage. This is not having control over your emotions. This is being out of whack with that. And that's what's really wrong with the situation. So, yes, it is facts, all facts that you've come to a place that you've worked really hard to be, and now you're being disappointed. But it's also facts, and it's fucked, that someone here is being out of control. You know, we have Virgo and Mars energy, and we have Leo Sun energy here. So this is for all signs. All signs. Okay. So where do you need more info? What makes you happy? Some of y'all really need to sit down and figure out what it is that makes you happy. Things that make you feel good. Experiences, people you like to be around. Pay attention to how you feel when you're around certain people. Pay attention to how you feel when you listen to certain music. A lot of things are happening to us subconsciously. We're not even aware that this really doesn't work for me because you've been in a habit of doing it. So it's time to get more info about what it is that really gets you happy. And what you can do. Oh, the grief card. So this is really telling me that you need to grieve because, like at the beginning, both of these are about disappointment. So this at the beginning is what is the facts. I mean, it's actually disappointing, okay? And what you can do is go ahead and grieve the disappointment. Figure out what really makes you happy, and not allow yourself to be out of control. To harness your energy and stay on top of your feelings. Crossing these situations, we have the 10 of Earth, wealth, and the Hangman. So this is also telling me that some of you guys may be waiting around for a situation concerning your financial stability and your income, your wealth, your legacy. There might be a big inheritance coming your way or something that you're waiting for. But all in all here, and then with the Sun of Earth at the bottom of the deck in reverse, this is not being clear. This is being scattered in your thinking, not being able to concentrate, you know? So let's clarify some of these cards, shall we? And see what's in the actual fuck is going on with y'all? I mean, I felt this way before, you know. I was ready to eat. I was ready to take a shower. I was ready to I don't know, but whatever it is, you got there and realized it was not even available. Okay, this is disappointing. These fish are dead, dried out. You can't even eat those. So total disappointment. And there's a bridge in the background. Yes, you guys come a long way, only to find out that it's a fucking disappointment. So sorry. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. I apologize on behalf of those who are failing you or whatever. Somebody needs to get their feelings under control. So let's see. Why is the disappointment card even here? Confusion, illusions, traps, wanting to go out and start a new adventure, but being very confused about it. So maybe this disappointment is with yourself. For some of you. Yeah. Some of you have come a long way in a relationship only to find out this person is trying to confuse you and have you running all over the place. And at this point, you're ready to be by yourself because it's like, I could do good all by myself. That's what I'm getting here. And be clear about which way everything is headed with this Ace of Swords. Why is the Strength card here? The Page of Coins and the Seven of Wands. I see this as, it's like maybe in somebody's situation, there used to be very good money. And now the money is not so good anymore. And you would like people to still think that you have this abundance. You are trying to stand your ground on that. But I see also like impulsive spending and just spending money impulsively when you don't really have that much to begin with, you know? And needing to get control over that situation. Some of you might be really defensive about your money. Like, no, stop asking me. I don't want to help. No. I don't have money for you. Sorry. And some people or someone could be telling you this in a romantic situation with the Lover's card. And boundaries are being set. Someone's getting mad about the boundaries that's being set. Someone's either being mad about they have to get upset to set the boundaries because this person doesn't respect them unless they say it like they're mad. Or the person who is being, the boundaries are put in front of them, they are mad that they are being restricted from this resource. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. And I don't even read these cards in reverse, but it plopped out like that. So, hey. Yeah, this is somebody I feel like is just embarrassing you in front of people. Like this particular Two of Cups goes out into the world and does stuff together, and it's really amazing. People enjoy them as a couple mutually, and they make good partners. But in reverse, it's like, we're not good partners. I don't trust you. Okay, so Six of Water, happiness. This is Scorpio sun energy. Kids laughing, enjoying, playing in the water. This is remembering what makes you happy, where your bliss is. I posted a video today on my Facebook by Abraham Hicks. She's like a motivational speaker person. And the video that I posted was talking about tuning into the frequencies and feelings of things instead of trying to balance out things practically in your real world to make things evolve. So say for instance, you mad you don't make enough money, or you're sick of not being a wealthy person per se, right? So the 3D answer is to go get another job and work hard. Her answer is to feel your way. Like, it feels good to do certain things. Do those things that feel good. Align yourself with these frequencies by feeling them. So it's like, if I feel the happiness, if I feel the wealth, if I feel the abundance, then I will have the abundance. I don't need to work extra, extra, extra hard. And I'm a true believer of that. I believe that the answers come to you. Like, they will send you the answers on how you can make more money. You don't have to go get a second job because that's taking away more of your time. It's really about tuning in to that frequency. You will attract other people who are on that frequency. They will give you ideas. You know what I mean? Or you could just be like, tap it in, and then you get an opportunity yourself. So yeah. Tell me more about this happiness. Two of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like it's hard for you to maintain your happiness. That there are a lot of things going on in your life around you, and you're trying to maintain things, and some of you may not have enough money to truly do the things that make you happy because you're trying to keep up with your bills and your life and stuff like that. But like the children in this card, I feel like they need to be the more simpler things that you enjoy. Somebody didn't like that. But the more simple things. Like, I walk my dog every day on a trail that's full of butterflies and flowers. That makes me happy. It contributes to my overall happiness in my day. So I make sure I do that. Let's see. Give me more on the 6 of water. The 3 of wands. To me, this feels like you need to get more information about something you're yearning for and you're waiting for, something you're ready to build upon. Yeah, it's time to stop juggling all of these different things and focus on what makes you happy. You clearly are waiting and yearning for these things. I think you need to create them, manifest them, draw them in. Because all that busy work ain't gonna do it. And just yearning alone. Oh, Queen of Wands. So you can do it. There could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius involved in this situation. Very beautiful, very outgoing, very courageous. Maybe this person makes you happy. Maybe you yearn for this person. Maybe it's time to stop juggling this person. And what you gotta accept. I think that's what that was called. Yeah, I mean, what you can do. All right. What you can do. This 3. He has a tattoo of the 3 of Swords on his arm. This is total acceptance. Like, this person accepts their heartache. This is Saturn and Libra energy. So we have the 9 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be grief and disappointment in a committed situation. that is very heavily focused on material comforts. There's a lot of worry about this material comfort or this person. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, Queen of Pentacles. And someone is worried, about this disappointment. I'm sure they're worried, what am I going to do? How am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this? Whoa, Queen of Cups. Okay, y'all. We have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. Jeez. So, I think you guys just need a good cry. You guys, sometimes you need to ground yourself emotionally, but also you got to let it out, You really need to let this out. You need to embody the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, which is getting your money and your emotions grounded. This is nightmares. So some of you might need to pay attention to your dreams. Maybe there's answers in your dreams. But yeah, this is accepting the disappointment and going through the emotional steps to release that disappointment. There might be an apology that's necessary. Page of Cups. You might have to use your creativity and your ingenuity in order to bypass all that's going on in your head because of how you feel. Let's see. So, let's get some advice moving forward. Actually, I should use Alice in Wonderland Oracle. They give me the best perspective. So we're asking for the best perspective moving forward, given this situation where we've come so far to only be disappointed by illusions and confusion, and realizing that maybe we should be on our own and we can manifest. We have everything that we need to manifest. And that emotions are running so high in this relationship with this lover and the Two of Cups reverse. Trying to defend your finances or whatever. And realizing what makes you happy, yearning for more. Realizing that maybe for some of you, juggling more than one woman is stressful and disappointing. Because we have the two queens here with the worry card. And this is all describing, clarifying grief. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like the women that you cheat with, not cheat with, excuse me. These are a type, They both have blonde hair. They're both fair skin and slender. They could very well have been the same person. They look the same. Except for one, they are not the same. Whereas this queen looks completely different from them. So yeah, some of you guys are realizing that it's not worth worrying about all these women who are the same. Or even if it's a guy, you might, as a woman, be attracted to the same kind of guys that keep you worried and break your heart. So let's get one more for the perspective. All right. I always read my oracle cards from the book, guys. Okay, so It says, we're all a little mad here. Everyone's a little different. That cat looks so fucking creepy, bro. All right, so this came out in reverse. So it says, telling yourself you are normal over and over will not make it so. You may be grounded, wholesome, earthy, realistic, pragmatic, but you're still a little mad. There is no need to deny it so strongly or to point out the madness in everyone else. Come to your own brand of madness, and you'll be much more at peace and be able to enjoy the amazing life that you have been blessed enough to experience. So, this is accepting your own eccentricness, eccentricness, eccentricity. Is that a word? Eccentricity? Anyway, something like that. So, this is accepting that, understanding that you can't just be pointing the finger at people. Like, it's so crazy. You know, everybody has their own thing. Like, I go through this thing where I don't even go through this thing because I live in California where people are really like open-minded and liberal. But like I was liking this guy and I know he's all extra traditional and it's all about this whole, oh, well, you do tarot and you're like all free spirited and stuff like that. And it's like this person thinks I'm mad. They think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? But I feel like the fact that you live in a box that where you only listen to what people tell you and you don't find out things for yourself is weird. It's crazy. Like we're grown-ups. I'm not 15 or 13. I don't just take what people give me. It is my responsibility as an adult to go find the truth. So, yeah. I will be damned if someone tells me that playing with my tarot cards they're like, you're playing with your little cards, whatever. Like, do you even pray? Do you even read the Bible? Do you know what your book says? Because I know what your book says. I know what your book says. I know what their book says. I know what their book says. I've read them. The Torah, the Quran, the Talmud, the Epic of Gilgamesh. Like, I've read all of it. So, yeah. And I'm like, if this, sorry to just segue you guys, but I had to get into this because there's a reason why I have to tell you this. I don't know what it is. For each of you, it probably is something different. But the idea that Christian people feel like it's wrong, certain things are wrong about Christian, like other people. And it's like, first of all, Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus was a Jewish man. So if you want to know and be like Jesus, you should read all the Jewish books too. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be a Christian and that you're not supposed to honor him because that's what you want to do. But if you're trying to be Christ-like, Christ was a Jew. So maybe you should read the books that he read. I'm going to just stop there because I think that you guys can get the whole point. But it's like, all right. So number 2. Let's see what number 2 says. I wonder what will happen next. Ready for adventure. Pausing before action. Okay. So it says, along for excitement. Wonder at what is meant to take place next. Someone who is comfortable but vaguely dissatisfied. Not ready for challenge or for new event. Be ready for challenge and a new adventure. Excuse me. Be ready for a challenge and for new experiences. Okay. So, yeah, habit is cool. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm sure it's really crazy to hear me say that habit is cool. But I have a Taurus moon, so that makes me very grounded. Habit can be very safe, It can be safe. And that's why, even as a fire sign who likes to wake up and do something different every day and doesn't like, or at least do what I want to do every day, I still can appreciate habits and routines because there's something to that, you know? I don't think people realize that religion, ritual, routine, all of that, those words go together. I used to be a strong linguistics person, like all about researching the background of words and stuff. As you guys get to know me, you'll find out I'm much a nerd. But religion implies what you're doing religiously. Religious implies what you're doing religiously. What you do religiously is what you do ritually. What you do ritually is your routine. Okay. So, but sometimes it's time to break the routine, because if you want something different to happen in your life, you have to do something different. And that goes with this card, actually. We're all a little mad here. The definition of mad in this sense sometimes is mean to be insane. And the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting different results. So if you're somebody who's stuck in your routine, but you're complaining about wanting change, you could be seen as someone who is mad. Like, you're crazy. Like, this person's crazy. Every day this person talks shit to me. Like, I can't, okay? Every day this person calls me and tells me about their woe is me. And it's the same woe it's me every day. And they haven't done anything different. Like, if you want something to happen in your life, you have to wake up and do something different than you did yesterday. You have to do something different. You cannot expect it to just do something different. That's physics, okay, baby? So if you're feeling like I'm too mystical, magical for you, that's physics. Any body in motion will continue in that pathway of motion until it is like stopped by an equal or more strong force. Anybody who knows that true definition, you can leave it in the comments, but that's like a scientific law about momentum, is that it will stay into momentum until something crashes into it and stops it. That is, when I learn these things, I have to dumb it down in my head so that I know that I can repeat it to anybody else. So that is me expressing what these scientists put in way more eloquent, sophisticated words. But basically, that is what momentum is to physics. A body in motion will stay in motion until it is. Anyway, I'm moving on. Y'all can look it up. I don't have to look it up again. I looked it up already. I already know. So anyway, this is lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. All right now. I am the helper and I'm here to help. That's how you do it. You lead by example. You show other people that it's okay to give. It's okay to give your service, your time, your attention to those people who need it. Especially when you have enough sense to know who can actually appreciate what you're giving and who can't. Because I don't have time for people who don't absorb what I'm giving them. You have to make sure that people actually are ready for what you're giving them, that they find it useful and that they're willing to accept it. Don't give your pearls to pigs, you know? A leader, lead the way. Show them how it's done. It says, it is time to step into a leadership role. Others are looking to you to solve their problems or to show them how to work through an emotional situation. Help others by showing them what needs to be done, not by telling them what to do. Calm your emotions, ground and center yourself so you can be of great service to others. You can't help others overcome emotional distress until you have learned how to calm your own feelings. Be steadfast, strong, and encourage others by your own example of calm. I am all about that life right now. Like, I'm all about that life right now. There's a lot of people in my life who feel like they know more than me. I'm the baby in my family. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who feel like they know stuff. But the only way that I can demonstrate that I excel in maturity is by remaining calm and continue to be eloquent in my conversation and mature, you know? There's no way that you can't scream to the top of your lungs, you're right, you're right, you're right. Nobody cares. You need to show everybody how it's done. And then when they see how it's done, they'll just look stupid. They'll either fall in line or they'll Homer Simpson into the bushes or something. You know, they'll just disappear. We can't, this is no time to be preaching, okay? That's one thing. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's been 2 weeks since I posted anything on YouTube, and I've been working on a website for us and getting that together. So stay tuned. MiracleDRIPWorld.com. That's us. MiracleDRIPWorld.com. It's not launched yet, but it'll probably be launched by mid next week. But you have to show people how it's done. You know, you can't sit around telling people, because but honestly, even when you when you show them how it's done, they oftentimes resent that you're capable. Okay, let me just tell you that. So be ready. But who cares? We got to be the best us that we can be. Okay, no more half stepping. It's time to walk in your divinity, and you will walk your way on a path toward people who also walk in their divinity, because there's a divinity road and where all the divine people walk, you know, and we walk this way. You know what I mean? So all the leaders are on this path because it's a narrow path at this point. But you need to get on it. If you're a leader, you need to get on it. You can't be a leader letting everybody tell you what to do or how to think. Like, what if somebody told the Wright brothers that they was stupid? I'm sure that they did. Somebody told them that that's impossible. Somebody told them that it was ungodly. That if God wanted men to fly, they would have been born with wings. I'm sure. I'm certain somebody said that to them at one point. But fuck them. Fuck anybody who has anything to say in opposition to what God is telling you. God puts these things in your heart for a reason. And that's the only way God can communicate with you. How dare you ignore God? And then be complaining, like asking God, like, bro, if you get on your knees one more time and ask for the same damn thing, do you know that God heard you? Honestly, I try not to repeat my prayers because I feel like it's insulting to God. God does not have a bad memory and God can hear. So why am I keep repeating myself? It's me who needs to have more faith. So sometimes I pray, and I pray that I can remember that things are on their way instead of asking for the same shit again, because I know you heard me, God. I know you did. So I might be asking for patience to get me through while the delivery is happening. But I ain't gonna, you know, as divine people, divine feminine, divine masculine, and divine obstacles, because that's what I call the karmics. Because at one point or another, I was somebody's divine obstacle. Understand this. I appreciate karmic energy or divine obstacles, whoever my person is with or my twin person is with. I appreciate them because right now they taking them through some stuff that they need to go through so that they could be good enough to even fuck with me. Okay? Because I have had to do this. I call it Build-A-Bear workshop. Okay? I've had to help boys become men, only for them to go be somebody else's person. I've done that for several men. Okay? And so And there are several women out there enjoying a very mature man because they already had a relationship with me. So I appreciate this person who is getting this person and teaching them lessons that they need to know, because I don't have it in me to teach that person that stuff. I'm on a divine soul mission. I'm trying to help people and help people who are trying to help themselves. I'm not a person standing on a soapbox yelling at random people. I know my demographic. I know who I want to talk to. You know what I mean? So yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Divine Obstacle, for getting this man or woman. You need to understand that. And then once you understand that we're all energetically connected, it's freaking crazy. Okay. I didn't even ask for anything. So let me do that first, because I wanted to take that like it meant something. But I do think that there may be some blocked communication happening. Some messages that were sent that were not received. Something like that. Okay. So tell us more about these oracles. We're all a little mad. You need to accept that you're a little kooky yourself, that your rationale to the outside world. What class was that I took? It's not, what's the other one? It's not anthropology. It's the other class. But they talk about, in the class I took, they talk about, it's not humanities, it's not anthropology. It's the other class. But it talks about how different cultures have these different systems of beliefs. And they really, truly believe this. And it's so radical to what other people are believing. Okay? Like, all right, this is for mature audiences only. Parental discretion is advised. Actually, you don't need to be here if you still need to ask your mom or your dad. But so you can leave if this is the case. But in my class, there was this whole thing about like this tribe of native people, indigenous people who lived like in the Amazon. And it was their belief that the men would take the little boys in the cut and they would perform oral sex on them. And it was because they felt like they were preparing them for adulthood, because once they become adults and they start having intercourse with women, the women would drain them of their vitality. So in order to, I guess, give them more vitality, they had to give oral sex to the men of the village and swallow their vitality. Now, in our culture, Western culture, that is so effed up. Okay? That's effed up. Their culture, it made total sense. Okay, look, you're gonna be out here after they give you some of that, you're gonna want to go to sleep. You're not gonna want to work. You're not gonna be focused. This is the best way we know how to prepare you for that. And even though that doesn't make any sense to us, it makes total sense for them. And because we've never tried it, we don't even know if it works. So we just have to accept that people do different things. And it's not always right, you know? And it's not always wrong either. It's just different. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so as far as you realizing that you are a little different your damn self, there is the Four of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups reversed. So this is coming out of isolation, grief, healing, shame. I need another card because it seems like your eccentricity, your thing that makes you a little crazy, you know, has to do with the fact that something about this is about to be a contradiction. Like you went away to heal. You were very sad. You went away to heal. And now you're coming out of this, but there's something crazy about this. Maybe you're going to go back to your oppressor. Three of Pentacles, wanting to work together still. So maybe that's what makes you crazy. The fact that you can be hurt and ashamed and betrayed. You know, this person had Three of Swords in their heart at one point. And then they sat with their truth. But it seems like as soon as you come out of this self-quarantine of sorts, you just throw your truth away. Your personal truth. It's like, yeah, you were hurt. You were sad. You were disappointed. You were crying over what you lost. This was started off with disappointment. But it's like, let's start from the drawing board. We're going to start over with the same two fucking idiots that you started over with before. And it's like, hopefully this is isolated, like, and not have to do with this. Like, because I know I'm reading for so many different people. Like, some of these could be a combination of this happening to you, or all of this is happening to you, or some, you know. But this over here is a love situation. So it's like, this person disappoints me, and I'm crazy because I'm going to still fuck with them. They hurt me. I'm sad here. I could do it all by myself with this Magician card. But the craziness about me is that after I did all this crying and healing, I'm going to go try to go work on it again. Okay, so if that's how you're crazy, stop judging other people about how they're crazy, okay? Because some people's crazy, that's like, oh, I slipped my wrist or I cut myself. But you still, like, you're wrong. You still, like, okay, all sins are bad. How about that? Stop sinning. The fuck? I should do a video on my interpretation of sin. Because I'm a linguist, I have my own understanding of certain words. I feel like a lot of people's understanding of words are wrong. Like, you know, some people, let me give you an example. Some people think that ignorant and stupid are different. Like, ignorant just means you don't know something. And stupid means that you just don't know something, or you're not trying to learn something, or something like that. I don't know what connotation y'all get the difference between those two. But when I research the word and I use my intuition and connotations, I find that the root word of ignorance is ignore. So the people who are ignorant are choosing to ignore things, facts that are right in their fucking face. That's what ignorance is to me. People who habitually ignore facts. I mean, you can stick with your definition of ignorance if you want to, but I just think mine makes, it seems like more whatever. So anyway, let's see. I wonder what will happen next. Ready for adventure? Pausing to take action. This was about wanting change, but being stuck in habit. That's what that was about. King of Wands. All right, so we had the Queen of Wands out here. When did she out here? You was yearning. There was some yearning. Oh, because she's not supposed to be over here. She's supposed to be over here. These are supposed to be over here. Yeah. Yeah, you was yearning for the Queen of Wands. Oh, wait. These are getting all spooked. Okay, wait. It goes like this. Okay. There. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands is here. And so now we have the King of Wands. And they're both looking in the same direction. They don't go to the same suit. But I still feel they're kindred spirits nonetheless. This is about taking action. This is about I can. When I see the King of Wands, it's like I can. This is a very handsome male figure, but the King of Wands, the wand is in reverse. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. So some of you may be lacking the enthusiasm or the passion that's necessary to make something happen. Some of you may be experiencing erectile dysfunction disorder. Some of you, yeah, I just see the passion is not there. And this is your daily routine. This is talking about stepping out of your daily routine. Yeah, it just doesn't make you happy. It's not as happy as it once was. Moving forward, let's lead by example. Show them how it's done. Knight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. I love the Knight of Pentacles with his slow ass. But I also like turtles. So that would make sense that I like the Knight of Pentacles. He's gonna get there. And he probably took the scenic route. That's why it's taking him so long. I don't know. I just rather my house or whatever my project be built in a solid way than for it to be built quickly. I've always been quality over quantity, and I am not, even though we live in an instant gratification culture, instant gratification is cheap to me. It's cheap. Tell me more about this leadership. The Hierophant in reverse. Showing people how to build. Wow. Showing people that it's okay to do something untraditional. Showing people how to get their money right. Showing people how to come out of a bad situation where they was feeling alienated. That reminds me, okay, guys, I know I'm full of stories, but that's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go from now. Hey, so I remember when I was like probably like 9 or 8 years old, probably like 9 or 10, and I went to the Boys and Girls Club, and I had a group of friends, and we were like 10 deep. We all played basketball together, but we hung out together also, and we were like the main people. We went there every day, like during the school year, during the summertime, we were always there. And at one point, they had all alienated me, and they didn't want to talk to me. I'm not going to get into why, but it was stupid and it was not fair. But instead of me trying to follow them around like a little lost puppy, I went and made friends with other people. I made friends with cooler older girls. And I didn't never care to be their friend again. They eventually all tried to come back and try to get me to be their friend again. And we were friends again because I'm a very forgiving person. But I'll never forget the lesson I learned about standing on my own and not needing people. Like, I can enjoy my music. I can enjoy handball. I can enjoy anything that I want to by my fucking self. Because, yeah, I will go to the movie theater by myself. I will take myself out to dinner. I am good, okay? So sometimes you have to let people know that it's okay to be on the outside. It's okay. You can put me outside, or I'll put myself on the outside. How about that? I don't want to be. That's what this is. With this being in reverse and this leading by example, the Hierophant represents the church and leadership and stuff like this. This is doing things unconventionally. But even in this Five of Pentacles, these people are outside of a church. Okay? They're outside of the church. These are both in reverse. This is stepping away from the tradition. Like, bro, if I could hold a church up to standards, then I would feel like I have to go. You know what I mean? But I can't tell you that every night when the church doors close that y'all should let homeless people live here and feed them. They're gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna mind my own business and go feed homeless people and do what I want to do for myself, for people. I'm gonna lead by example. Not asking you guys to do anything no more. Hey, Lazar. But, or Laser. But anyways, this is saying goodbye to the Hierophant, bye to the commitment, bye to the traditional lifestyle, saying goodbye to being on the outside, being a black sheep, being left out, saying goodbye to being broke, saying goodbye to all of this stuff. And ready to build some stuff on your own. Leading by example, that is so refreshing, y'all. Like, honestly, the Hierophant in reverse next to this Five of Pentacles in reverse is so beautiful. It's so beautiful because it's like, to me, that would be like the world waking up and realizing what some of these, oh my goodness, I don't even want to, I'm too controversial, y'all. But it's almost like the whole world waking up and realizing that this is a freaking show in this church. That these people don't care about homeless people. They don't care about police brutality. They don't care about certain stuff. And you feel left out of this? Fuck that. Fuck being feeling left out of something. You got to walk like Christ. You can't just go to church every Sunday. What do you do for the world? What do you do for people? What do you do? Are you selfish? Are you making shady money? Do you make shady money and then go put in a collection plate every Sunday? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's so nice to be putting on your little church clothes and being like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, praise be to God and all that. And then be like, you see Sister Loretta? Yeah, she's sleeping with such or such. Like, gossiping. There's scriptures in the Bible about all of these things, mind you. So whether you're all of these things that are not cool, that people are doing that are Christian, it's like there's stuff in the Bible that says you're not supposed to do that. So do you read your Bible? So forget all of that. Whenever two or more people come together to speak of God, you are in church. I pray every day. God lives inside of my body. I glow. When I walk down the street, you can see my aura, okay? And I am a divine being and a light worker. I help. I am the helper. I don't need anybody's validation from church, from a traditional mindset. The only thing that's supposed to be constant in this world is change. So tradition has to take a backseat at some point. At some point, you need an update, okay? And tradition doesn't like updates. It's time to go build something solid. You see how yellow that is in the background? That's so much hope and joy and brightness and ingenious energy, like light bulb. I hope y'all having light bulb moments. Shoot. Okay. I think that's all I have to say to y'all today. I really kind of rambled. Let me know if y'all appreciated that, because it's really hard for me to decide what to tell you guys and what not to tell you, because I'm really kind of radical and controversial, but I'm also very grounded and spiritual. And I know that my messages cut through illusions in a way that people may not be ready for. So yeah, if you guys need some good reads, go check out the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you're a Jew, read the Bible. If you're a Christian, read the Torah. If you're a Muslim, I don't know, read the Bible. But there's different, everybody needs to, if your thing is about loving God and loving God, then you should be trying to know God from all angles. Everything that people got to say about God, you want to know about it because you love God. It's not about any other prophets. It's not about my brother. Jesus is my brother, and he shows us the way and the truth and the light. And he is a very important figure. Shit, we wouldn't even know where we are in history without his landmark in time, ADBC. We don't know where we are without ADBC in the mix. So yes, this is an important person in our lives. But you need to look at this with the outside of the box. Don't let people tell you how to look at it. Don't let people tell you, oh, you only supposed to see it this way. When we do a perspective art class, we put a flower pot in the middle, and we sit in a circle around it, and we all make a picture of that flower pot. And everybody's picture is going to look different, and nobody's picture is wrong because there's 360 perspectives around this plant. And so there's a different way to see things. You need to, if you really, really love God, if you really, really love spirit, you need to be trying to devote yourself to understanding that and not in an alliance with, or loyalty to a certain group. I'm not loyal to any group. I'm loyal to God. You know, if somebody asks me for something and I need to, and I can help them, I'm going to see the divinity in them. I'm going to help them. I give myself generously, my time, my attention, my money, my everything. I share. I mean, I don't throw my pearls to pigs though. So, but you know, I give. And you know, the proof is in the pudding. You have to lead by example. People who know me know. I mean, all my life, I've been called the most beautiful names. And it's so funny because when I think about them, at the time when people were calling me these names, I never wanted them to be calling me that because I was such a weirdo. But now that we're in the age of Aquarius, it's so cool for everybody to be like woke or whatever. My name is Jada. Jada means knowing, okay, in Arabic. That's my real name. And that's what it means. And no, it's time to lead the world through example, to share what it is that you know, to be humble, to be gracious, to expand. Small minds. What can we do with that? What can we do with that? I can't do nothing but show you what works. I think it's funny so many people don't believe in tarot till you tell them what's going on with them and they never told you nothing. Now they're like, oh wow, that shit's real. Yeah. You don't know until you try. You have to lead by example. Somebody's like, can I do it? The best way to find out if I'm like, can you? The best way to find out if you could do it is to do it, right? Right. Okay, so let me know how that goes for you. All right, guys, I'm done talking. I just want to say that I love y'all. And if nobody told you today, you are amazing. You are exceptional. I see you doing the best that you can do. And your best is good enough. And whatever support that you have been asking for is on its way. Keep the faith alive. Yeah, we the best. My DJ Khaled voice. Oh my goodness. So y'all stay blessed. Don't stress, and please don't fall for the finesse. Namaste, y'all.